Welcome to the True Colours podcast, where we share our views on life, relationships, and culture, exploring big questions and providing simple answers to them, with your hosts, Jay Claire and Sally Olver.
Okay.
Alrighty. Okay then.
Okay.
Bye.
Okay.
Okay then.
Okay.
Okay. Okay then.
Okay. Bye bye.
Okay
Okay.
then.
Okay.
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 Okay then.
Okay.
Okay then.
Oh. Okay.
Welcome to episode number 14.
14. Congratulations, son.
I know that's actually, I didn't think we'd make it this far, to be honest with you.
Jason!
Yeah.
I can't believe you said that. Of course we made it this far. We are dedicated, disciplined individuals that are really, like I said, devoted to our own opinions. So, of course, we show up every week.
Oh, well, got no other friends, so.
We're the only ones that are sticking in there. Thank you for that, man. I appreciate it.
But it is funny. I think this is, so today we're going to talk about, I think we're in the festive season. There's lots of gift giving going on. So we're going to continue the festive season chats.
Yeah.
Last week we spoke about whether Christmas was a good or a bad thing, whether the over-commercialization has been an issue. But this week we segue into a side topic related, and that is gifting in general. So let's talk about the gifting rules. So we were talking just before we started the show,
love it.
The fact that I don't think we've given each other Christmas presents, have we?
Well, do you know what?
Maybe early on. Did we do gifting?
We did do gifting, but I think you and I are more, we have always been more about the rando gift. Like you, I think when we see something, we buy it for each other. Like you bought me, I remember you guys bought me a Wonder Woman t-shirt. You've bought me, what else? There's heaps of stuff. I remember I bought you a t-shirt that we can't say because it's very rude language, so we're not going to use that. Yeah, about your boss. Was it about your boss or something? I can't remember.
I think I know which one it is now. Yes.
Yeah.
What happened to that t-shirt?
What happened to that t-shirt? That's a good one.
My boss is a champion.
Yeah. We'll just leave it at that.
I'd wear that t-shirt now.
It was very cheeky. It was a very cheeky t-shirt. But I think we've been more like, if I see something, I'll get it for you there and then. And that's what Matt and I are very much like. We just buy stuff for each other all the time. So it comes to birthdays or Christmas or whatever, and we're like, kind of maxed out.
I've got to be honest. I think the distance thing has created a bit of a downgrade in that buying gifts. And the other day,
because of the postage handling.
And the other day, I was like at Kmart, and they had a Whitney Houston t-shirt. I was like, I would have bought that for Sally if she was.
I know you would have. You know what?
I was like, Sally would rock that.
Yeah. It is a thought that counts. And, you know, I think that's something that we need to explore today. Does that suffice? Does the thought, is it the thought that counts? Is that satisfactory? Because, hey, I've got friends. Like, if it's their anniversary, Mother's Day, all of that, they are on their husbands. They're like, right, it's
delicious.
The 25th of January, it's our anniversary. I want this, and he better do something. I'm like, really? Valentine's Day? Oh, he better got me something good. I'm like, really? Mother's Day? Like, we don't do that sort of stuff.
Sally's in the anti-gift crew.
I'm not in the anti. Well, do you know what? Do you know what? This is sort of not
I
cool.
think you are in the anti-gift crew.
Yeah, but what I'm about to tell you might change your mind a little bit. So I do this. So I'm like, yeah, no, act all cool. Like, no, man, it's all right. Like, I don't need stuff. I can buy my own stuff, blah, blah, blah. And then if he doesn't get me something, I'm a bit cut. Like,
I'm playing the no expectation game and getting angry if he doesn't get me anything.
Yeah.
That's I think they call that cake and eating it too, but still not getting anything.
Hey, my ladies know where I'm coming from. They understand the logic. There's a logic there. There's a logic that cannot be explained to another male. Okay, so we actually want the gift. I try and gift with thought for Annie, and sometimes I feel like I stuff it up. And I'm like, oh, I don't think she liked that. But she's pretending to, and that's nice. Oh, does she pretend? Oh, bless her.
Thanks.
Yeah.
I really like it.
So, can you give me an example of something that she was like, and then did she use it?
I just have a latent memory, really, more than specific. I just remember the feeling. But it's probably only 1% of the time. Like, Annie buys me gifts most of the time, except for that one feeling that I can't even remember what it was. So it doesn't really count, I suppose.
Right.
Being that too, Ari. I bet you I do it to her all the time. That's what she told me. Have I done it? Do you reckon? A gift that you're like, yeah, see, I knew it.
You have?
Yeah. I'm
what
not
was
perfect.
It? Aren't you? Oh, that's it. We can't be friends anymore. I thought all this time, Jason. Over 20 years.
99.9% perfect.
Close enough. Close enough. I'll give you grace.
So I'm going to talk to you about what a really bad gift is.
And
I'm going to give you an example of it. And this is when I still got offended by people. This is why I'm still angry and 23 years old. And that was one day, I don't know if we did Kris Kringle, because I never really did presents with Nigel.
Oh, no, this is like, okay, I know what you're going to say. Go on, and I feel responsible for this.
Was it your fault?
Well,
I'll tell you what happened.
Okay, go on. Tell our listeners.
Had any doing with this?
Yeah.
Well, this is back in the day when I was a super hefty lad. People used to refer to me
super hefty.
I weighed 140 kilos. That's hefty.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, it's
now I'm just big boned.
Full.
I'm a person of size. So I remember this Christmas.
You're ample.
And my mate Nigel, who I must have got me for Kris Kringle or something. I don't know.
Yeah,
he rocked up with a really big box. I'm like, oh my God, what's Nigel bought me? He's bought me something of substantial size. Hang on a second, it's pretty light. What's this thing? What's in this box? It's really light, but it's big. What could be in here? Did he give me? I open it up, and it's like the wholesale pack of Maggi 2-minute noodles. It was like 24 Maggi noodles in a box. I'm like, you didn't even get the fat-free.
I totally had something to do with that.
Did you?
I did, because I thought you would love that gift.
A 24 Maggi noodles.
Well, you're going to use it, aren't you?
Oh, yeah.
Well, we did.
Well, you're taking your own view on it, right? Because you were saying like last week how with Matt, instead of getting roses, get me the supersized pack of Milo. So you were thinking in Sally's thought.
Hey, right I was thinking, I had my Mauritian mum hat on, and I was like, get the most bang for your buck, get in there.
Yeah, that's when you visit the yellow part of the store, the yellow
Yeah.
tag part
Yeah,
of the
yellow
store,
tags. So
and you buy one bag full of stuff for $20.
yeah, no, you really did not like that gift, did you? You weren't
I
impressed at all. I'm sorry,
the
man.
funniest bit was just like, you didn't even get the fat free. I'm already fat. I don't need to eat.
Because the fat free doesn't. It's come on. It's not the same. It's
fake.
Christmas.
Fake
It's Christmas. We
Yeah.
wanted you to enjoy your noodles.
Did I have like a reputation to like the noodles? Is that what it was?
You and me love the noodles, man.
Yeah, actually,
I still smash noodles.
I would sport the Maggi noodle on a pack on a
Oh.
t-shirt.
Ah,
I think I would.
they're good. Those noodles are good. Why? Because they're crap. They had absolutely no nutritional value whatsoever.
Yeah.
But they're so good.
I love
What
the
flavour? What flavour do you like?
Hang on. Let me talk about how the fact you can go to Aldi and you can buy their fake version of Maggi noodles, the 5-pack. 5 packets of noodles, like $1.20. I'm like, what?
Are they? No.
Yes.
Well, that just goes to show how terrible. It's like, what am I eating? That it's like
They're just so good.
20, 30 cents a pack.
I used to love this flavor that they had in the Maggi. I don't think they do it in the standard.
French
It's got like
French onion?
no.
Oriental.
You know what? This goes back to that Chinese in me. I'm just going back to it every time.
I liked the Oriental.
Could someone please explain to me what exactly is Oriental flavor?
Well, I think from memory.
I'm sorry, but it's such a white thing to do. Like, this is the one to say, go, yeah, these white people, they like chicken, beef. What else can we go with here?
Let's get exotic.
I know what it is.
Oriental and French onion for the Euros.
French onion. That is disgusting.
You remember the French onion? Yeah.
It's just French onion. What is French onion?
Like, why is the onion French? Who decided? Who decides that? Who decides the nationality of the onion? I want to know.
I just need to ask you another question.
Yeah.
Do you think we've got a bit off topic?
Yes, I do.
Let's go. We're at French onion, and no one should ever get a French onion soup for Christmas. If someone gives you French onion soup for Christmas,
divorce
kick them in the face. It's like full American History X face stomp.
Oh! Oof. That's brutal.
Someone, you've all been warned. French onion, if that comes my way.
Yeah. American History X face stomp. You've been warned.
That's pretty brutal. That's one of the most brutal scenes ever, actually.
That it is, and it's a fabulous movie.
What happened to those 2 actors?
Maybe they just got too cool for it because you know, I love the Ed. I was a big fan of the Ed.
Yeah. Gifting. So Christmas time. This is this interesting one. I think I've gone through phases over time with who you give gifts to and the amount of gifts you give. I remember when I was like 18, 19, I'm like, ooh, I got money now.
Yeah.
I'm like, this is time to buy gifts for people.
Yeah, you are generous. Generous.
And I remember like just buying, like, here's my list of 20 people I'm buying gifts for this year. I'm like, why am I buying gifts for 20 people?
Yeah.
I don't think I've got, how many people, apart from the kids.
Yes.
We just buy kids, closest kids to us.
Yep.
And apart from that, it's maybe I buy something for Annie, and then we might get something for our parents or something.
Yeah.
I don't get anything for our siblings or anything like that.
Yeah, no, not
So
siblings.
no,
Yep.
not really.
No.
So we don't really have much of a gifting outlay, really. It's just, a few kids' presents and a nice solid gift for each other, I think we get. We've even got a budget on it this year.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
crazy.
yeah.
Like,
Yeah, no, you have to have a budget.
we've reduced way down. We're like at
Yep.
$70.
Yep.
You can get good stuff for that. Yes.
Absolutely. If you know where to go to Aldi. Go to the middle strip in Aldi, and you're done.
You know what you can buy for Christmas for $70?
What?
Three DVD players.
No.
Yeah, you can buy them for like $25 or something.
Stop it. You cannot. Is that what they're worth now?
Yeah. I remember when DVDs came out and they were like $700.
Yeah.
Each.
Yes.
And they were like, only rich people have DVD players. We're still on that VHS thing.
Yeah, wow. Imagine like in 10 years' time, an iPad will be like $15.
It gets to the point, like, there's just so many phones in the world. Like, how much better can these phones get? Like, the phones that people buy now, if you buy a phone now, you don't need another phone for like good 4 or 5 years.
Like, totally. What brand do you have? Samsung.
I have a Samsung.
Yeah, okay. I think I might get that one next time.
Yeah, they're really good. The one that apparently is quite good, especially if you like to take photos, is the Google Pixel, the new one.
Okay. Oh, they're just getting better and better all the time, aren't they?
And the reason why I actually only learned this the other day is the reason why Google Pixel is actually better than all other Android phones is that Google is the creator of Android, so they know how to make the operating system work best.
Right.
I was like, yeah. And everyone else is just reorganizing Android to work for their phones.
That's a really fun fact. Thank you, Jason.
Yeah, no worries.
Yeah.
I'm full of those random things.
Yeah, you sound like So gift giving, right? I think your idea is really good. Yeah, absolutely. I think, and that's what we tend to do now. It's like, okay, we'll do it for the kids. Like, I would rather say Belinda, which is my husband's sister. I'd rather her spoil my kids than me. Like, because you kind of had that, I think, especially as a parent, you kind of had that awareness of the limits of your budget, of each other's budget. You have that awareness, and you're like, you know what? Don't spend money on me. Like, anything that you're going to buy me, I had the means to buy myself. So keep your money, and if you want to buy my kids something, that's cool, because they're like your nephews and your niece. That's cool, but don't get me anything. And it's the same with my parents. Like, I'm just like, you know what, guys, please don't spend your money on me. They're getting older and stuff. I want them to use their money. They're not working. I don't want them to spend money on me. But if they want to spoil the grandkids, that's kind of, I don't really have the right to tell them not to do that.
It's funny because I think about it in this sense. I seriously think about how much I don't spend like on myself because I'm at a stage where I think and feel like I kind of have everything that I need.
Sure.
Like
absolutely.
to get by in life. Like, I don't need any added trinkets or anything like that. I'm fine with what I've got. If it breaks down, I might get something else. But until then, I'm not into, I don't need to have the latest and greatest technology. The technology that I have right now, I feel, is just think about when you were a kid and think about what you've got now. Just think about what we're doing right now.
Yeah,
right.
Exactly.
That's not something you could imagine that you would have been doing.
No.
Back then.
No. Absolutely not. And that's, like, say I got I think an iPhone 10 or something, whatever, and it shattered and it broke. Oh, no, it got waterlogged. That's right. So
you broke it.
Yeah. I can't even remember
itself.
now.
My fault.
Yeah, I can't remember how. Anyway, so I had to revert to an iPhone 7, and exactly what you're saying. No, but exactly what you're saying. It's like,
Fine.
this is fine.
Yeah.
Like, this is. There is not a huge difference, actually.
I must admit, I did when I upgraded from not my iPhone, my Samsung S5 to S9. That was a 4 or 5 year gap, and I did feel a difference going up like well and truly. I was like,
Oh,
so
4 or 5 years, yeah.
the functionality was still fairly similar, but the speed of the phone was just next level. The camera was way better.
Yeah.
Like what we're doing right now, I'm just doing it on my phone.
Yeah. That's.
And it's just fine. Like you don't even need a computer nowadays.
No,
really.
you really don't. You seriously really don't. Well, I've got a question for you. How about this one? So if someone unexpectedly blesses
Random
you
gift.
blesses you with a Christmas gift, are you now obliged to get them something?
I'll answer in this way. I think from an etiquette standpoint, like
Yes.
in general terms, I think there's a natural belief that you probably should. But me personally, I live on a mantra of don't do things if you expect something back for them. So if you're doing something, so for example, if you give a gift, you give a gift because you want to. You don't give a gift because it's like, hey, I want to trade here. Well, fucking, I'll just keep my own money. You keep your money. I'm just fine.
I think it's a fair question.
Yeah,
I think it's a fair question.
What
about in years gone by? In years gone by, I probably would have rushed out. Like, oh, I'm gonna get this person a gift now. That's not me.
It's still getting delivered.
Yeah. Right. I would have done that. Now I'm like, exactly what you're saying. That was. I don't know how to say this without sounding ungrateful, because it's not a gratitude thing.
Yeah, well, you're grateful for the gift. You're grateful
for sure.
Thanks.
For sure. But
thank you for thinking of me, but it wasn't expected.
It wasn't expected, and that was your. Because here's another thing. This is a really interesting thing to think about. So, have you heard about the 5 love languages? Do you know about the 5 love languages?
It sounds familiar, but please refresh.
Yeah. So I was going to bring the book for the show, but because I do have it, but it doesn't matter. So there's 5 love languages, right? So there's affection, there's acts of service, there's gift giving, there's quality time, and there's another one, and I've forgotten it. It'll come to me. But anyway, some people, that is their way of expressing their fondness of you.
Yeah, I think there's one missing off that list.
What's that?
Cooking for people.
That's acts of service.
Oh, is that what that is?
Cooking for people.
Yeah, people like to do dinner parties and stuff.
That's acts of service. That comes under acts of service. Like if you're Matt loves hosting. Matt loves like if something's wrong with me or whatever, he goes, oh, I'll give you a massage, or oh, I'll do this for you, I'll do this. And I'm like, I don't want you to do that. I want you to listen to me, because my love language is affection and quality time, probably equally so, right? So I've got loads of friends who are gift giving is their love language. So they actually express their love through words of affirmation is actually, mine's probably worse. Words of affirmation and affection, actually. They're probably things, right? This says
that the gift giving here is receiving gifts, not giving the gifts.
No, both. It's both. So if your love language is affection, so just say mine's affection, right? So you know how I'm very handsy with people. Like, I'm always hugging them and, oh, I love you. And that's very me. So that is the way that I express love. But inside, that's the way that in an ideal world, I wish I would receive it. But that's not always going to happen because everyone's got different love languages. Like, your love language
Mine
is not. I think yours would be acts of service. Oh, quality time, actually.
Well, it's definitely not physical touch.
Time. Yeah.
Yeah, it's quality.
I think yours would be quality time.
Yeah, I do like hanging out with people that I like.
Yeah, I would say yours would be quality time. So.
Actually, and maybe mine is words of affirmation. That's why I'm so
conversational and encouraging.
Yes. Like I was saying, how I tell people when they're doing good. I think that's maybe I need people to go, good job, Jason. And I'm like,
no, totally. No, I'm definitely words of affirmation because, I write. That's one of my crafts.
It's a creator's love language as well, I think.
Words of affirmation.
Yeah. Because, when you make art, I think people, a lot of the time they say they make art for themselves, but I think the art itself is
it's a language in itself. The craft is a language in itself. Yeah. Yeah. So that's where gift giving, although physical gift giving is a love language, when you're talking about expressions of love, like, because ultimately that's what Christmas is, right? It should be about appreciating each other, blessing each other, that sort of thing, right? But if you're not a gift giver, but you're more of a words of affirmation, like, so say for example, one person gave me a brand new iPad, and the other person gave me a letter to say, you know what, Sal, you've been a really good mate, and I really appreciate you, and da-da-da. Like, that letter that's cost nothing would mean, but that, I don't want to downplay anyone's gift, but that would resonate with my heart more because that's my love language, right? So I think when people are giving gifts, like, I find when I give gifts, I always buy books and music. Yeah. They're the thing, and because I think subconsciously that's what I want.
I'm giving you what I want.
Yeah, because people do.
Maybe that's why I buy people. Maybe that's why I buy people t-shirts.
Yeah, I buy people t-shirts too.
Yeah, I love a good t-shirt.
Oh, what are you wearing today?
I'm wearing a old school white zombie t-shirt.
Look, are we just so true to our nature? You're wearing that. Look what I'm wearing.
Snoop Dogg. That's a cool t-shirt.
Very us right now.
I nearly bought a Snoop Dogg t-shirt the other day.
I love that guy.
I was in H&M and they had like a cut-off white. I don't know why I didn't buy it actually.
Why didn't you? Go get it.
It was a cut-off white muscle top. Just like a young Snoop Dogg image.
Yes. Like an image. I've seen it. Yes, and he's like super skinny, hat.
Yeah, young.
Like, that album, man. So
good. Yeah, that's actually, I don't know, where does that sit in my albums? I do that now. I'm like, I think when an album that I used to be in, I'm like, is it in my top 20? Is it in my top 20?
That is brilliant.
I've got it on vinyl, so
have you? Have you?
Yeah.
Send me a photo. Can you send me a photo?
It's on my Instagram. Go check it out.
Oh, okay. I'm going to repost it.
Away. You're going to have to scroll a bit.
Yeah, I'm going to repost it.
I'll just find it and I'll tag you in it.
Can you please? Because I'm going to repost it. But I'll give you full credit.
Yeah, so I actually had an idea. So on the back of this whole gifting thing, I'm like, what happens if you created a gifting guide based on the affirmation, the love. What are they called? The 5 acts of love languages, or what is it called?
Really great.
Yeah.
So you go, okay, if affirmation is your love language, these are the things that, you know, someone would appreciate. If gifts, these, but then, okay, now there poses
Quality
another
time.
problem.
A night out at the restaurant together, something like that.
See,
yeah.
I would love that.
Yeah.
If you had $50
That's a cool idea.
and you go, Sal, I got $50. Should
Let's
I buy
go have
you
one cocktail each?
I've got $50. Should I buy you a bunch of roses? Or should we go and eat together?
Yeah.
You know what I'm choosing.
Lemon chicken.
We're not having lemon chicken, man.
We
might have like tacos or something. That to me is the best. I would love that more than anything. Hanging out. And with leftovers, you can buy me a Snoop Dogg t-shirt. Just saying.
Yeah.
Thanks.
I sort of nudged Annie into the direction of buying me a Purple Rain t-shirt for Christmas. I'm like,
yes. If she finds one, can you please? Because I've looked online for them.
I found one. Pretty good price, man. $17 US as well, I think it is.
Oh, can you send me that as well? Because I've looked on it and they've looked really ordinary.
I've always seen them in the black, but I found them in a sort of like a darker grey with the.
Oh, the vintage black.
Mm.
Ah, can you send me the link? That'd be really good.
Oh, I will do that, but you can't buy that one because that's my one.
Why can't I? You live in Melbourne, man.
Okay, you can be the Perth Purple Rain grey top. I'll be the Melbourne Purple Rain. Purple Rain. Purple Rain. I think that's rice.
I actually wanted a tank top, a Purple Rain tank top actually, but I can have both.
Yeah, like if okay, here's one for you. If there was like a spare $500 lying around.
Yep.
It's a spare $500.
Yep.
What would a gift at $500 be good to you?
Oh, worth $500?
Yeah, what would you do with $500? If someone's like, is your holiday or an electronic item, what would you do for the $500?
I'd spend it on a holiday.
It's like a bit of an in-between sort of.
I would spend like $350 on like some kind of like lastminute.com situation, and then the rest on.
You like the cheap flights over to Melbourne. Yeah. You go to Bali. You know what, dude? One person could go to Bali.
Yes.
For 3 nights easy, including the flights.
Oh,
on
$500,
yeah.
I could do that. Do that.
From Perth, easy.
Yeah, but I wouldn't want to go to Bali by myself though.
No.
No.
So that.
Because if I got sick.
Oh yeah, that Bali.
But yeah, no, I would share that with my family for sure. I'd say because I mean, it's very.
Would you find the biggest Milo tin you could find for $500? Just give me a big.
Yes. Yes, and it would be finished within the month.
Just imagine you eating Milo. That's so gross.
Do you want to? Can you pause for 1 second and I'll just show you what I've got?
We don't need to pause. I'll just cut it out. Can we pause?
Okay, dude, you ready for this? Hang on. All right.
Yeah. Are you ready for this? That's not that big.
1 kg, mate. That's dedication.
And what exactly
Can you take a
is?
photo? Can you take a photo and I'll put it on Instagram? Go on.
Yeah, I'll just take a screenshot of the video. That's fine. Were you waiting for someone to take a photo? What was going on there? You like
And
Milo?
I stashed that in my closet.
Can I ask?
Yeah.
Can I ask what is your method of Milo?
I don't think you want to know, man. Because if I tell you, you'll be skipping 4 times a day.
Oh, I will be. I'm Milo at the bottom.
Yes.
Milk halfway.
Oh, okay.
More Milo. Milk to the top. Not to the top, like enough. And then more Milo on top. So triple Milo.
But you have it cold.
Yes.
See, I have it warm.
Oh, you're a warm Milo person.
Oh, come on. Warm Milo.
Warm Milo. Nah.
Nah.
It loses its crunch. It turns into that like weird bubbly chocolate.
But while I'm making it, I have a few scoops. I'll get the crunch and the warmth.
Did you say cooking the Milo?
Yeah. It's like me saying McCulkin.
Yeah, McCulkin.
Yeah. No, so do you want to know my Milo method?
Yeah, let's talk about the Milo method.
So if that's the cup, I put about that much Milo. Like,
What, half?
Oh, it's about
half
a
the cup?
third. It's about a third. Maybe just
third of a cup.
I put so much, right? And then I put the hot water. About a third. Yeah.
Oh, nah. I don't like where this is going at all.
And then milk. And then like more milk than water. Because I don't like that's why I put so much Milo.
I think you should just be a quick person. I don't think you're.
Oh, nah, I'm not a quick person. Milo all the way.
Who drinks quick? Except for 3-year-old little boys and girls.
Not me. This is my jam. Right
She's got the big girl Milo.
I sure have. Yeah, so that's what I'm thinking. Like, I think gifts are great. I think they're awesome, and I think it's a very personal decision.
Personal decision. What are you talking about?
Because it is a personal decision. Because some people might be like, I have to get all of these people a gift, and another person might be like, I don't feel I need to do that. Like, I feel like I want to spend time. So it is a personal decision.
Let me flip the script here.
Yes.
In the age of consumerism and the like lots of buying of stuff.
Yep.
2 parts.
Uh-huh.
First part, is it okay to buy a second-hand gift? And is it okay to recycle a gift you got? Okay. And he gave a really good answer to that one too, actually. I liked it, and I'm going to use it.
Yes, please do. So, second-hand gift. Okay.
Don't judge me, but we bought our child a second-hand gift.
No. Here's the thing. No, of course, I would never judge you. I would never, ever judge you. I think that my instinct is going, nah, man, you can't do that. Nah. But when I think about it, I'm like, well, hang on a minute. You don't know that second-hand gift for someone would be like, I have been looking everywhere for this. I couldn't find it anywhere. Thank you. Like, okay, we've both been in the market for an awesome. Yeah.
You can buy me a second-hand gift anytime. A used football with Dustin Martin's signature on there.
That's
anytime.
See, right? So if I went to an op shop and that was there, And I bought it.
At an op shop.
Oh, yeah, it wouldn't be an option.
That would be the greatest find.
Okay,
of
if someone
all
put it...
time.
All right, hang on, wait. If someone put it on eBay...
Yeah.
Okay, if someone put it on shop... someone... I don't know. I haven't had enough Milo, man. If someone put it on eBay and I was to buy that for you, that's okay. Like, you would value that. You'd be like, man, I don't care that this is secondhand. This is awesome.
Yeah, but that's totally different. I'm talking... So I'll give you the example of ours.
Right.
Lucy wanted to get drums. So, like, we don't want to buy a full drum kit yet. You're like, she's too small. And Annie found these drums online. And online, it was, I think there was like $80. And then because she's on Facebook Marketplace all the time. And just by randomly, it's like in her feed. Like, and she's like, for like $10. And she went to the person, she's like, looked and she's like, it's basically brand new. So she just bought it.
Yes, absolutely, it's fine. Yes. Yeah. So what? Like, seriously, are we expected to pay an extra $70 just so that in our minds we know that we bought it from the packet?
It doesn't make any sense.
No, it doesn't. So absolutely, I think that's absolutely fine. Recycled gifts. I've come to the party on the recycled gift. Because exactly like, if you've been given something and you're like, oh, it's really quite nice, but I'm not going to use this. And someone you know, it's got a birthday coming up and you know they're going to love it. I think that's okay. I think that's okay.
The regift? That's a regift, yeah.
The problem is if you've given me something and I'm like, and next Christmas I give you that same gift. That's a problem. You can't do that.
So Annie said it's the rule that she heard or goes by is like different circles. So if you get it in the friendship circle, don't enter that friendship circle with the regift. That goes to the family circle or the work circle.
Yeah. And the other thing about the regift, it's not about just passing on junk. Okay? So if you've received it and you're like, I don't know. You don't just give it to someone else so that you get out of getting them a gift. And you know that person's also going to be like...
You've got a bit of a caveat on this as well, Salstar. I'm gonna pull you up on this.
What?
The buy one get one free.
Totally fine.
You're getting the gift for free, and you're getting a book.
What? What are you talking about?
So, like when you buy a gift, you get 2 for 1.
Yeah.
Right? So you're buying one and getting one free.
Yeah.
One that you're giving away is the free one. So you're giving a free gift.
No, I look at it as like 50%. You have it.
No, it's not. 25% for me, 25% for you. No, that's not what it is.
That's how
one is free. The one you pay for.
No, I think that's also fine. Like, if I was to buy something and I'm like, oh my gosh, Jason would love this, and I'm going to get 2 for 1, of course I'm going to get you one.
So technically what you're saying is the gift was paid for, and thank you very much. This one's mine.
Yes. Well, that's in my logic would be like, all right, Sal, just remind yourself. The one that you're giving Jason is the one that you paid for. It's okay.
I've got a new rule for you, friend.
Okay.
If we ever see a buy one get one free that we know we will like, we buy it and we give it to the other person.
All right, pinky swear.
Pinky. Yeah. Is that working? Yeah. But I've got to want to buy it. So. And
of course.
You've got to want to buy it.
Yes.
And it has to be 2 for 1.
Yeah, I agree.
Which is rare nowadays. So you might get like a massive pack of Milo.
Happy days.
Actually, I don't reckon I don't reckon I've ever seen Milo 2 for 1. That would be way too cheap. They don't got a discount. They don't got to discount that stuff. People just buy that shit.
Yeah. And there's
It's
a
like
reason for that.
Milo, quick, Milo.
Quick.
It doesn't matter how cheap you make quick.
Oh, no, I don't do quick.
Dirty powder. It's like buying. It's like buying.
Brown crack.
It's like buying, and it's still terrible, right?
Yeah.
Nescafe Blend 43.
I don't hate it.
No, what I'm saying, and then if someone gets international roast, that is just, what is that?
That is, okay, that is the, that it would be the closest example. Yeah, the ratio.
The Milo to quick ratio. Is
yeah.
National roast for Blend 43.
Yeah.
I have an ongoing joke that
I really don't know that we've achieved anything. Have we really nailed what we wanted to nail this session? I don't think so.
I think rules of gifting. We said that if someone gives you a gift, you're not necessarily obliged to buy. We talked about the 5 acts of love and how that would work with gifting,
right?
Recycle gifts, re-gifting.
Yes.
What else is there to talk about gifting? The surprise gift. We've talked about that too.
Oh yeah, we have covered. Yeah. Oh, thanks.
We've gifted.
Yeah, we've gifted each other.
We've even made a gift promise.
We have a gift alliance. Do you know what I love? I tell you what I love buying. God.
This is an example of the 50-50, the buy one get one free. If you go to Kmart and you see like a fucking Back to Future t-shirt, you buy that and you send another one over.
Oh, but dude, I wouldn't even need a buy one get one free. I would just get you one.
No, that's the rule.
It has to be a buy one get one free.
That is the rule. So we're not just buying
K-Town doesn't have that. Dude, K-Town doesn't have buy one get one free. They only have like reduced. So what's the protocol there? What if it was a $14 cheese and now it's $7? Is that qualify?
Yeah, that's buy one get one free.
Okay, cool. Good to know. Excellent.
If it's discounted by 50%. So if you see a Ferrari buy one get one free, that means you need to
see a Lambo. Just you got how much are those? 350 grand or something.
Yeah, they're a lot of money. But I gifting is.
I think it's good. Gifting is good.
Yeah, because where it gets awkward. I have to admit this: the workplace, where for example, it's not.
Yes.
So stuff like Christmas and Easter, there'll be that person who drops a box of lollies on your desk, and you're like, thank you very much for that. I am not buying you a gift.
This isn't the workplace, but it's like my workplace, which is the school ground, right? Mm. So there's always that mum, man, that has bought Christmas cards for everyone, put stickers on it, man, glitter, and you're just like, oh, what now? I've got to go and buy Christmas cards.
No, you don't.
And like they write like.
You don't.
Kind of do, man. You
don't do it. Just say thanks so much for that. I'm not doing cards. But I really appreciate it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've got a new rule now that I don't want things to get awkward, so I just be awkward up front.
Advance the awkward.
Yeah, well, like if I don't feel like that's someone putting their spin on me. I don't want that.
Yes, exactly. Yeah.
It's like you don't go up to a vegetarian and go, "Here's a piece of steak."
Right. No. Okay. No, you're making me feel better. You're making me feel good about this. It's like, and I think you also need to sort of circle back to your love language and go, hang on, what's my love language? Quality time, words of affirmation. I think I've really done that well in 2019. I don't think I need to cap it off with a Christmas card.
What you could do in
Yes.
swaps for that is be like, oh, thanks, Margaret. Why don't you come over for a cuppa?
What if? No.
Well, if you don't want to do that, you don't do that.
Because acts of service is not my love language, man. Acts of service is Matt's love language. It's not mine. I like things done for me. I don't want to.
So, yeah, that's a tough one.
That was very honest. Moving on. So anyway.
Yeah.
So I think
there's a similar thing that happens at Easter as well, where people drop off an Easter egg on your desk. You're like,
what'd you do that for, man? I'm not 5.
Yeah. I go around and just take the ones off the desk of the people who are on holidays. No one's going to know. That's a true story too.
Gosh, I know. That's why I'm laughing.
Yeah.
Damn.
Damo won't notice. Thank you.
That's bold, man. That's bold.
No, that's how I roll, man. I don't care.
It's like, you're not here, man. I'm stealing your eggs. Final.
But they don't know. You don't know. Like, and that person who dropped off the egg
Yeah,
ain't
but
gonna
that
come back
dude
and
is gonna
they're
say,
gonna.
hey, did you get your egg? Nah.
No one says that. No one comes back and affirms whether it's never happened to me before. Like, imagine that person who's left that Easter egg. You get to work.
Yeah.
And you're at your desk and there's a bag of eggs on there.
Right.
I've never had anyone come around and be like, "Hey Jay, did you like the bag of eggs?" I'd be like, "Oh, it was you." Right, thanks. No one does that.
No. Yeah, thank God, because that would be awkward.
Can you imagine that? Remember that person in the morning? They get there like real early. I don't get that. Like there's always.
I was that at work. I was that person. At school, I am not that person. The kids are late every day, and I think it's because I've just lost the appreciation for education. Well, the way that the way education's delivered, I'm like, who cares?
Oh, I just saw again like how bad the education system is here. I think there's another report that's just been released, and it's like, dude, we need to stop worrying about feelings and just teach kids.
Oh my gosh, it's insane. It's insane.
Right.
My kids don't. I don't give my kids. Well, they come home with homework all the time. I don't make them do it, like, ever. I don't make my kids do homework. And my kids
tell me that.
My kids are crushing it. Like, I could not believe Samuel's report today. He's killed it.
Yeah.
He doesn't do any homework. Nathaniel is the same.
Yeah.
I don't think they need to come home and review what they've done during the day in order to consolidate it. It's in there. Hang on, wait. I will say there are some kids that, depending on your learning style, they need to do that. Not all kids need to do that. Mine don't. Mine, you tell them something one time and they've got it. They get it straight away. So I don't make them do it, and they get infringements, man. They get in trouble from their teachers.
Infringements.
Because I don't make them do their homework. Poor things, and they get stressed. They're like, "Mum, I'm gonna get an infringement." I'm like, "I don't care." Oh, I'm such a bad mum.
I heard at school now that they don't keep kids down anymore.
No, keep going.
Because they don't want to.
No, keep going.
They don't want to hurt their feelings. Is
that the reason?
Of course it is. What if someone is not of a level of education to go up to the next level? They should, in my opinion, they should be pushed up. I wonder why people are getting dumber.
No,
that's hard.
No.
Slower at learning. Person of slow learning.
We aren't slower at learn. It's not that we're
Person of
getting
dumbness.
smart. No, we're lazy. There's a difference between dumb and lazy.
Okay.
Massive difference. Kids are smart as, but the way that they're taught, the delivery is so boring. They're just like, oh, I'm tapped out. I can't do this.
I'm
The thing is, the difference between our generation and their generation is they know that they can teach themselves. They're like say Nathaniel, like he's doing a science experiment, right? He's like, oh, in the classroom, I'm saying. He's like, Mum, she took 50 minutes all I wanted to do was blow the thing up. Why do I need to know about it? Because he knows he can come home, type in explosion, the elements of explosion or whatever on YouTube. He's got the information.
I am convinced that it's going to sound harsh, but it's the reality, in my opinion, is that we don't really need schools. I think there's an opportunity to. I see like a system in my head where there's like homeschooling, right? And you make a pact like with 5 other parents, and you take it in rotation where one of those parents is once a week. All those kids are at a different house, and they get to, like, why wouldn't that work?
I tell you what, all Molly Bell and Sam need to say to me is, Mum, I want to be homeschooled too, and bam. And people are like, oh, don't you think you're taking on a bit too much? And I'm like, no, that's your perception of homeschool. Homeschool is easy.
They've got programs
that doesn't mean that it doesn't require effort and investment. Of course it does. But you don't have to contend with, oh, you've got to get up for this time, and oh, you've got to put them on, oh, your socks are wrong. They're not the uniform socks, and oh, I've got to write a letter because so and so was late. None of that.
Someone needs to calculate the amount of time you save in logistics. Just that.
Dude, listen to me when I say the kids wake up. Let's just call it 7 o'clock, give or take 15 minutes, 15, 20 minutes. We'll just call it 7 o'clock, right? By the time they're dressed, brush teeth, shower, blah, 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 eat breakfast, get in the car, from the time they wake up to the time they are in the classroom, that's practically 2 hours.
Yeah.
That's 10 minutes shy of 2 hours, right? Nathaniel is smashing out I give him maths, I give him English, I give him science, I give him history. He's done all of it in under an hour. And I mean, now, I got to say this, right? Nathaniel is a very intelligent kid, so he probably so not all kids would smash it through that quickly, but
you reckon 2 hours a day, did you say?
I would say a normal average kid would not need to do more than 2 to 3 hours a day. I reckon that would, unless they are going, you know what, I'm into this book, I love this book, I want to keep reading. Like sometimes I'm like, okay, all you need to do is this page of maths and we'll stop. He goes, but I want to do 2 more pages. And I'm like, we'll do that. That's cool. Right?
Yeah.
So this is, I go, okay, we're going to do this, we're going to do this, we're going to do this, we're going to do this. And if he decides he wants to expand that, go for it. Like, so at the Fremantle Arts Centre, they teach photography, they teach film, they teach, what else? Visual arts, like art. It's Fremantle Arts Centre, right? So that's art ticked off. He's going to do art at the Fremantle Arts Centre. That's art ticked off. For sport, he's going to do parkour. Can't do parkour at school. Yeah, he's going to do that next year. I'm enrolling him in for that. That's PE, knocked off. So people think homeschool and they think you got to be there. You got to do. I went to a planning and programming session for home educators the other weekend, and they said you've got to satisfy this, and this to qualify as a home educator. These core things, my kid is smashing at. Any kid, actually, if they're at a table and they have no distraction, any kid will just be like, yep, that's done, that's done. I turn my back and he goes, Mum, I'm finished. I go, you are not. He goes, I'm finished. I'll look at it and it's all done and it's all correct.
So is that like a program that he goes through, or?
You can do it. There's lots of different ways. If some people feel like they feel scaffolded having organized like a curriculum through like an independent that does an curriculum, or you can just go to the Department of Education, which is what I've done, and go, what do you want? What will you want to see for my son to satisfy the curriculum for year 4? They go, this is for maths, this is for this is it. If he's done that, you got a moderator that comes out and sees you, I think, every 3 months to check up on what you've done. Ticked off, man. That's year 4 done. I reckon this kid would knock off year 4 in under 6 months. I'm not kidding.
It's going to sound so demeaning to teachers, right? But people go to like university for 4 years to learn basically.
You know what? It's not their fault. The thing is, they're looking after 30 odd kids. Like a normal classroom size is 30 kids. So you have got to make sure, well, your job is so my job is just to look after one. So of course he's smashing it out, right? But if you're responsible for 30 kids and you're responsible to make sure that 30 kids are each reaching their whatever the Department of Education requires, plus you've got to deal with all your lesson planning and all of that. Plus, you've got to deal with, a ton of parents that have got to be in their bonnet about everything that you could possibly imagine. I get why you need to be qualified to be a teacher. I do understand that. I do. And I think it's a magnificent profession. I really do. I have a high respect for teachers. I just don't think that this conventional classroom is for every child.
Look, I think that's going to be the future. So,
it's just becoming more and more. Like I was actually I put a post up yesterday about homeschooling Nate on Facebook and on Instagram, and I couldn't believe how much positive feedback I got. I thought I was going to get slammed actually, and I was ready for that. I'm like, whatever. But like everyone's just like, yes, do it, go. You're going to crush it.
Yeah, nice. How did we even get here? I don't even know.
That's what we do.
So that's a lovely update, though.
What's that?
On your homeschooling adventures.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. It was good, wasn't it? Yeah.
So let's wrap up gifting. So I think we're...
Let's wrap up gifting. You made it funny. Sorry. Let's wrap up gifting.
We've spoken about gifting. I don't know if there's anything else we need to add, to be honest with you.
This is my summation.
Do your best. You do you.
You do you. I think gifting is great.
Yeah.
But I also think that if you want to bless someone in an alternate way, that is equally as acceptable.
Yeah. And I think no one should, my opinion is that no one should feel obliged to give gifts or return gifts if you're being given gifts.
Or expect. You're not obliged to give, and you shouldn't expect.
And if you give, you shouldn't expect something in return. That's the rules.
That's the rules. That's the rules. I think they're good rules.
Yeah. Let's break it down. Keep it simple, Keep
it simple.
Do you want to do it? You do it. If you do it, don't expect anything back. Don't expect anything.
Don't expect anything.
Yeah.
Just keep it 100.
Zero expectation leads to much better results in life.
Zero expectation leads to zero disappointment.
I think there's a level of humility that comes to that as well.
Mate, when you have no expectation, humbled.
Humbled.
I don't know if it's for me, it's peace. When you don't have the expectation of anybody, you know, the only person you should really expect stuff from is yourself.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, you should expect that you reach for a higher standard on the daily, I think. That's and I expect from my kids as well, I will say. I do expect. Well, I expect. I told them today. I told them we had this conversation with my boys today. I said my job as your mum isn't to be your mate. It's not to make you happy and feel fuzzy and warm. Like, I am all about that, but I will pull you up like that if I need to. I've got no problem with it. None whatsoever. Because I said, my job is not just to like nurture and care for you. Yeah, that's a big part of it. But I've got to, like, I know you guys are like really intelligent and you know a lot of stuff, but you don't know life skills. And that's my job, to teach you life skills and how to navigate the world. You don't know how to do that. And I'm going to have to do that. And unfortunately, that involves pulling you up.
Life skills, baby.
I don't know that I have any. I don't know that I'm qualified to impart.
I'm teaching life skills. I'm still learning.
I'll just see what Google has to say on this.
Yeah, I think zero expectations.
Zero disappointment.
Let's just enjoy the festive season for what it is. Enjoy even your times of expectation. And when I just classify as times of expectation, it's kind of like, you know, your birthdays and anniversaries and stuff like that. No expectation, man. What? Just because it's your birthday, you deserve something? It's just such a bizarre.
It's weird, isn't it? It's weird.
It's my birthday. I'm not working today.
Well, I think maybe back in the day there was a token bestowed upon the birthday person, a token to say, yes, it's your birthday. But now it's like, if you're not getting the Barbie dream house, you're a bad parent.
Yeah, well, I think it's that expectation that we build up from childhood. Like, it's just mental what we do.
It's crazy. It's crazy.
It's your birthday tomorrow.
Go on Pinterest, man. Have a look at like the birthday cakes and stuff. You will just be like, what? They're amazing. But I am never doing that. $4 cake from Woolies every time. They love it.
$4 cake from
Woolies. They love it. That's a cake they like. So then like a little Lego dude on top of it, or one or two. It's like a Lego cake.
Genius.
I love it.
Mum got us a Lego cake from Woolworths.
Yeah, it's not that I'm trying to like budget or anything. It's just the fact that I know that's a cake they like. I could spend like $60 on a cake. They lick the icing and get rid of the cake. They're like, I don't like that.
I don't know whether it's not like other kinds of cakes. So like just non-sweet cakes. Imagine having like a good steak cake.
I never want to imagine that. Ever. Ever. Sausage cake.
Cut your cake. So juicy.
With a candle in it.
That is episode number 14. Sally, you got anything else to say to our adoring fans?
Well, all three of them.
Hi, Mum.
Hi, Dad. No, you're not there? Oh, maybe next week. Gift giving, do it. Yeah. Or not.
Or not. Do what you like.
Do what you like.
Salsa.
It's been a pleasure. Yeah.
Remember the rule. You want it. 2 for 1.
It's the rules, man.
I wonder who's going to be the first. This is going to be very interesting.
We pinky swore, which is binding in a court of law, I'm sure.
I'm glad I've got my budget, because I'll be like, Danny, I'm just buying myself and Sally a 2 for 1 out of our home budget. She's like, what?
Yeah. Oh, You're not smoking, are you?
No.
That's not a smoker's cough, is it?
Lucy's getting sick. I'm getting her sickness.
Oh,
Well, she was sick. She was
sorry,
busy.
guys.
We did carols on Sunday.
Did you?
Yes. That was.
Did you go to
bloody-
someone's house and knock on their door and sing Jingle Bells?
No, we were in like a Malvern Central Park, and
Yeah.
they had like a big stage, and they
That's
had that.
awesome.
They had a Mauritian dude whose friends. He was on that X Factor. What was his name? His mates with Dave. Jason Era. Like, and he was one of the main acts and singing his heart off. It was pretty cool.
That's amazing. Go the Mauritians. Taking over
Yeah.
Malvern.
Apparently lives in Mauritius back again, I heard.
Does he?
Yeah, well, that's what they said on the stage, so I suppose so. I don't think they were lying to me, just for fun, or
Yeah.
the crowd. I'm not that important.
Yeah, you are.
Okay. That was the longest. We just Mauritian
Bye-bye.
bye.
Okay.
Alrighty. Okay then.
Okay.
Okay, bye.
Okay.
Okay then.
Okay.
Okay. Okay then.
Okay, bye-bye.
Okay
Okay.
then.
Okay.
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 Okay then.
Okay.
Okay. Okay then.
Oh, okay. 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 Okay.